So I would like to get back to making videos more consistently. Things didn't work out with the last video series. I wasn't quite as enthused as I wanted to be. So I didn't end up completing the video series of when I was in Germany because it got really boring there. I lived like a quarter mile away from where I slept every night and never left, and there was always the same 5 buildings, and that was that. And then I came home and things had me down, and I was kind of in a rut, in a slump, and I didn't really want to get things moving, you know, to start making a video, doing a thing. And now I think that I'm about over that phase, but I really, really want to start doing this again just to get life moving, back to things I like to do, back to things that I enjoy. So today, my plan is that I'm going to pull out my new camera gear that I bought in order to make videos. I've got a blown Miata engine that I need to pull out and start cleaning because I rebuilt it once, I already broke it again. So cleaning a second Miata engine, prepping it for paint this time, that way I can have at least some semblance of knowing where leaks and stuff are. Cleaning, prepping for paint, time-lapsing, that's the goal for today. We're just gonna make a time-lapse of cleaning, prepping for paint with a car. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, ready to go. So this is the original engine that I rebuilt for the Miata over there in December, January time frame. So I had this down to a bare block, and I could have painted it then, but I didn't. I was like, let's just get it together. But since then, I have rebuilt it, turbocharged it, the number 4 bearing let loose, so it has quite a rod knock. Well, that's not a good sound. So tentatively, the plan is going to be pull this bracket off, hit that with some rattle can black, pull the rest of the bolts out of this, pull the crank out, the rear main seal off the back, tape this off, put the bolts into baggies, and then from there start scuffing it with some 120 grit real quick just to get a little tooth on the metal and get some of the high spots knocked down, parts clean it, paint it, let it dry. This is the oil pan, and there should not be flakes of metal in the bottom of it. Yes, boogie goes. Alright, so it got a little late on me. I'm probably just going to shoot this thing and then check it again tomorrow. So no filming of that. Maybe do some more stuff with this mañana. I'm listening to Car Talk, by the way. If you guys like cars, listen to Car Talk on podcasts. So I also want to kind of refreshen up the motor mounts on this, and I was going to try and bolt them up, but once you bolt them up, you can't put the new rubbers on there. So we're just going to do the oil pump, the AC bracket. I need to get a new cover for this because it's all old and dry rotted, and then the high pressure oil feed line for the turbo on the other side of the engine, and then that's pretty much it for the day. I painted that black yesterday. It's going to look all cool because it's going to be red and black. 11. It's right between them. And that circles around and lives kind of like right there-ish. Somewhere in there. That's about all I can do for right now, so the next part that I'm going to be doing is pulling the old oil pump off the other spare engine because this one had bearing stuff go through it and I don't really want to risk it. So I'm going to pull that one off, check it out, make sure the bottom end of that motor was good and doesn't have any errant bearing material in the bottom of it. And then from there, we will put that oil pump on, and by then hopefully all my bearing stuff will be here so we can start putting everything together and have a running, driving 1.6 Miata, which nobody cares about. So yeah, this is the end.